Hello everyone, this is Fosun. Today, I will share this kind of such as some cars or products at a press conference. There is a fabric being torn off effect. Let's turn off these two first. There is a fabric being torn away to reveal the main body at the bottom. It mainly uses a fabric label and the cloth strap. Okay, let's duplicate this car first. And the ground. This car actually has no collisions. Okay, delete the label. Then turn off the gravity here. Then add a gravity to the simulation. This gravity is actually the same as this one, but it's convenient to adjust and control here. Okay, next, we need to make a collision shell. Look at the line mode. You can see that the number of faces itself is relatively large. Especially in these areas, there are many faces, including the rearview mirror. Here, we need to deal with it. Select volume generation and volume mesh. Copy the entire car. Hold down the Ctrl key and drag one directly below. This will give us a rough outline. We can reduce the size of the acceleration. Then put it under the grid. And adjust it to the car's position. To 2.5. You can adjust the pre value here. Okay, it's almost like this. Then let's look at the number of faces. The number of faces is quite acceptable. We can increase it a little more. Okay, turn on the display. The main thing is to wrap the original car model and wrap it inside. Okay, this feeling is almost right. Right-click to convert to object in current state. Okay, we can close it. In this way, we get this shell. This is the previous scene. This part is not needed. Change to box selection and delete it. Okay, change this model display method. Next, add a bump texture label to it. Give it a little friction and no elasticity on the ground. Hold down the Ctrl key to duplicate and drag one. Next, we need a piece of cloth. Lift it up and zoom it out a bit. Okay, that's about it. Here, I increase the subdivision a little bit to simulate adding fabric labels. Then we can give a value to the stretch here. And the driver can be set higher. 1200, 1300. This will create more fold. Let's play it. Let's change the color of this a little bit to make it more obvious. it can be bigger. Then the gravity here can be made smaller. Okay, if you want this. If you want a feeling of some exposure, we can hide it. We can just keep it like this, including a little bit exposed in front and back. If you want to carve out all, just lengthen it a little bit. Okay, this is all covered. This time, let's keep this feeling. The feeling of a little bit exposed in front and back. It feels pretty good. Okay, that's it. There's a little bit exposed in the front, and a little bit can be seen at the back. Now it is relatively perfect. Fits perfectly on the body of the car. And the scale inside will not be exposed. Okay. Let's extend the timeline a bit. Continue playing. Wait until the whole thing stabilizes. Okay, it's almost done. Then the fabric label here. Return to here first. Set an initial state. Then convert the current state to an object. Then we can turn this off first. This is the beginning. It's a fabric in this style. The purpose of this is to make it in the later stage when we select this point more conveniently. Okay, select these for points more or less. Create a cube and shrink it a little. Okay, let's delete it. At 90 frames. Turn off the fabric first. Turn off the fabric label here. At 90 frames, give it a displacement of keyframes. At about 210, drag it back. And also move it up a bit. Play. This is the effect. Next, we need to enable this fabric label. And add a fabric strap to it. This label. Wait a moment. Select the fabric strap label. Then go back to the label. Drag the cube in. Then click on the mode. Select the points we just selected. Select Set to Yellow. Okay, let's play it now to see. Now it's like being covered by some curtains and being dragged away. If you want to make it faster, just shorten the distance between them to the middle. And it's done. The time reserved in front, so that people can see it. After the resimulation, it will shake a little. Let it calm down. Okay, this is the way we animate. Like these, there are some similar to serrated shapes. You can press the Alt key first. Press the Alt key and click. You can directly put it on the ABS. First, give it some thickness. This fabric has a bit of thickness. Then turn off the subdivision. Turn off the subdivision of the surface. Then, hold down the Alt key and add another subdivision surface. This way, the folds are better. Which is more appropriate? Okay, this is the animation part. One is, 2. Use the cloth straps to fix the points here. Then fix it in a position. a cube or other object, and then animate it by dragging. Okay, let's go back and take a look. Okay, let's go back and look at the rendering part. Let's first briefly talk about the materials. Others, the ground is a relatively smooth material. The ground is a whole set of this. You can see a stone, similar to this kind of ground. It's a complete set of PBR textures, and then connect them to the corresponding positions. For example, here is displacement, then normal, roughness, and some colors. Here, some adjustments have been made to make it look brighter. For this one, there is nothing to say about this. Then look at these dots behind. The dots are cloned, which is an array of clones. The colors, here. Some are brighter and some are darker. It's also using noise. Okay. You can see that, by default, it is generated inside each cube. So here we need to change it to world. If it's world, it will have this distribution. You can increase the contrast to see. You can adjust the ratio, here, to control the range of each darkness. Then connect it to the control range. Change the range. The default is 0, 1. Then connect it to a luminous material. To the intensity. It's already connected, so it disappears. Okay, connect it to the wall. In case of 0, 1, this is not the effect we want, so let the black areas also light up, and make the white areas brighter. Okay, we have achieved this effect. Here, we can make the overall proportion smaller. There are some dot-like, some brighter small squares, and some dark squares. On the back, these are some metal properties. Frames. Well, this one is not used either, which is a bit like a wire drawing, made of soap waves. It also has a bumpy surface, with some bumps on the surface because it's on the back, so it's not very clear. It's enough to have a little metallic feel. Here, we give it a rounded corner, because our model is made with a little rounded corner. So, it's okay to leave it out, or just connect it directly. It's also okay, because in this scene, it's not the key point, so it doesn't affect it much. Here is a glowing material. Take a look. The material of the car is a slightly black car paint. A car paint. Search and you can see one. This is a red one. Its default material is red. It can be changed to some other colors. 比扩香性 is a red light, so it may not be very obvious. This time, let's change it to black. Here is an intensity. This intensity is to maintain the intensity of the original black. For example, it's black now. If we pull it to 1, it's not very obvious. Let's take a look. You can turn off some lights first. And then create a pure Jing light, which only includes the car to facilitate us to observe the material. Okay, we can see that when the weight is 0, it is black. When we increase the weight, it starts to restore. Let's select the color we want. Okay. This is the function of this. We can open these lines of the car. There is some light chance. Okay, this is the place. There is also a highlight here. Pay attention to this highlight area. When the highlight is 0, it reflects a little light, but not so strong. When you pull it to 1, the reflection is more obvious. You can see the comparison. This is the effect of this point. If you want the car paint reflection to be more obvious, you can increase the value here. Another thing is the overall. You can see the overall reflection, which is a bit like the Fresnel effect. For example, when the value is small, there will be more. The larger it is, the less it is. This is similar. When the value is large, it's more a sense of layering. Okay, this basically maintains the default feeling. These are the two main points. It uses a car paint material. Okay, let's go back to our black one. Okay, turn off the light, because it is a hole, and it's all white light, so it doesn't look so good as a whole. Turn on other lights. This is a dark tone sheen. Let's take a look at the fabric. The material of the fabric, it's a metal material first. It's a black metal. And here is connected to a woven texture. It's connected to the bump map. You can see that there are some. This kind of texture is similar to weaving. To add some details and add some roughness. Okay, this is the fabric part. Okay, this is the rendered content. Is the intensity of the dot matrix on the back. How to randomly make this intensity, and also used the built-in car paint color ball here to adjust it. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.